How's things been going here, man? How's it?
It's been going good.
I'll let
Just
you
got
know.
here in January. Been doing spring ball as of right now. I'm just learning, grinding with the boys, and so it's going good right now.
So, what brought you here, and what made you want to look around, and then what specifically brought you here?
Well, I wanted to, find a better opportunity for myself, and I felt like it was time for me to move on. I love everything about Boise State. I graduated from there, everything like that. But I felt like it was time for me to open up the next chapter of my life and move on somewhere else and enter the portal. Um, just what got me here is just connections, and so being able to have people that my dad knows, and just being able to sorry. So I mean, I got reached out to by a lot of schools and stuff like that, but just this spot specifically, Coach Cap, O-line coach, he was at UNC before, and he knew my brother and everything like that. Him and my dad have a really good relationship, and so being able to talk to them and Coach Gilmore, and just building that little connection right there, and then come up for his visit, I felt like this was the right place for me to be, and so.
There's snaps available too, So, what's
Yeah.
sort of your outlook? Because when they lose Hunt and Barker, and a lot of those, other than Malik, they pretty much took all the snaps last year. So,
Right.
what are you looking at in terms of sort of the room turning over, and what opportunities there for you, and what roles?
I'm just
might be
coming
there
here,
for you?
help the team in any way I can, because I feel like I have a different skill set, and I feel like I can help in the run game, pass game, everything like that. And so I feel like me being an older guy, I can not just I can add on to this group, because I feel like we do have some really good guys in the room as of right now. Like you said, Malik and Evan Morris, and then we had some new transfers, some other transfers as well too. And so I feel like we'll be in one of the top rooms.
You talked about your skill set. From what I could tell from Boise, it seemed like you're a pretty good blocker, high level guy in that respect. Is that something you take pride in? Is that something
Oh,
you sort
yeah.
of see as your calling card at
Yeah,
least
what's
initially?
crazy is coming out of high school, that's not what I was. I was the opposite. So,
Yeah.
so me developing over the years. I'm going to my 6th year, so me developing over the years is that's where I'm at now. I've turned into a blocker, which is I take pride in that, because you block, you get the rock. That's how I think about it. And so being able to come in here and bring a different spice to the game, add some some tension, against with those D linemen and everything like that, and the linebackers and all that stuff. I really enjoy the competition.
So you're just a big wideout, probably, right? Initially, and
Yeah,
then
I
somebody's
played-
like, "Hey, you're gonna be a tight end," and then it just formed from there.
I've been playing a tight end since 8th grade, but I did in high school. Like, I still played, like, I was out wide, I was at tight end, I was in the slot, I did everything. I moved around a lot, and so I feel like I can play everywhere on the field.
So does that mean like your tight end position was kind of maybe more of a hybrid?
Like a
kind of
hybrid,
thing?
yeah.
Like maybe like a Kelsey type deal.
Yeah, something like that, I would say. I ain't been in high school 6 years now, so it's a little different now. But being in college, it was like I was more of a attached guy. I played a lot of Y. I played a good amount of H as well, though. But these past couple of years, I played a lot of Y, and so here I'm looking forward to just doing whatever I can. Y or H, doesn't matter.
When did that light sort of come on and be like, either was it like first like, "Hey, I'm kind of good at this in terms of being a blocker," or was it like, "This is my path, get to the onto the field first" type of thing?
I feel like
Well, how did that all progress?
I feel like I'm a threat in both receiving and blocking, but I feel like it was that path to get on the field, because I feel like if you can block, they want you out there on the field to open up some of those holes for the running backs and stuff like that, whoever, or stay in protection to be able to protect for the quarterback and stuff like that. And so I feel like that was just like a key thing I wanted to focus on, because I feel like blocking is the most important thing when it comes to playing tight end.
Not to keep hammering on it, but I'm assuming Coach Gilmore probably, when you got into that room, was like, here's what we can get out of a guy. Try to use you an example maybe and be like, this is the type of blocking that we want to see from everybody type of thing. Was there any discussions like that of like you being able to up that?
Wasn't necessarily that. It was just more of like this. Hey, this is what we want you to do, and like we want you to come in here and be a dominant force, and just come in here and help us out. And I feel like I can help, and I feel like that's why I wanted to be here, because I feel like our team is just going to be unbelievable, and I feel like we can go out there and do the things we want to do together. And so, but yeah, so that was one of the things. I mean, I'm not just saying I'm coming here, doing everything by myself or anything like that. But I feel like I can definitely come and help and add to this team.
Was the offense as a whole a selling point? Just everything they want to do with the tight ends and how much they play them.
So what?
Was the offense as a whole sort of a selling point for you when you looked at your options in terms of how they use tight ends here, how they want to use them?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that, and I just felt like they were being very upfront with me and just being truthful about everything. That's what I like the most, is the truth. And so being able to have honesty, and I feel like I can trust you. I feel like that's a big thing, and me wanting to do everything right, be coachable and everything like that. Because if I can trust you, and you're coaching me hard, and that's the part of the team I want to be. That's the team I want to be a part of. I'm sorry. And so that's what Coach Gilmore and Coach Ruff, they've been instilling in me this spring. They've just been nailing me on what I needed to do. And so it's just been great. It's great being coached by those guys.
Where do you feel like you are in that learning process of just getting to understand the system? You usually hear that tight end's one of the harder positions to learn in a new system.
Yeah, because
you do have experience, but
I've been in a lot of different systems. So my college career, I think I've been in like 4, maybe 5 systems. And so yeah, I know. Just this, I'm picking it up pretty well. I feel like but we're going to practice 10 or 11. I feel like I'm picking it up. Yeah, today was 10, so I feel like I'm picking it up pretty well now. Earlier on was a little rough because it's new, everything's faster and all that stuff too. And so being able to understand my assignments and everything I'm doing and being able to play fast, I feel like that'll help me a lot.
You talked about.
Appreciate it, man. Good talking to you. Good meeting. Good
You
luck.
talked about blocking and on the other side of the ball. I guess what linebackers kind of opening your eyes as far as tough to block.
Oh, some guys?
Yeah.
All of them. All of them are, I feel like all of them can play. So, I mean, from Women to Brule, I feel like all of them can play some ball.
Any of
Cal, all of them, yeah.
Any of them, like, just out of memory, just smack you really hard or you had trouble?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I've had some physical contact moments with some of the linebackers, even a young linebacker that just enrolled, Jordan Hall. Yeah, me and him hit head on, and so it's they come into play, and I like that too because I'm aggressive, just like them.
When you decided to come here, and now that you're in that room, talk about the intangibles you bring to the table. I mean, obviously you have a skill set physically, but what are the intangibles you bring to the room?
I feel like I feel like I'm a smart player. I feel like I'm a leader. I feel like I can help coach. Because we do have some young guys in the room. We have quite a few. I mean, one's from my rival high school, Jack Nickel. But we're all close in there, and so I feel like it's being able to be close as a group, and then eventually spread out and being able to be close as a team. I feel like that'll put us on the right path to where we want to play or where we want to go. And so what I feel like I bring to the table is just experience, just diligence and discipline. Selfless, and so tough, and all of those things we preach, and so I feel like that's what I'm about.
What are your initial impressions of Coach Gilmore? What's it like working with him this spring?
Oh, it's been great, man. Coach Gilmore, he coaches hard. He coaches before the play, during the play, and after the play. So that's something that's a little new to me, but it's been great though. I really enjoy Coach Gilmore and Coach Ruff, and he's right there with them, and so they're both coaching us hard, but I feel like they're going to get us to where we want to be.